My name is Blake Tomlinson. I'm a fabricator here at Detroit Speed. Today we're going to get you up to date on Craig Hardy's 69 Camaro. So here you can see Hardy's car is out of paint, and we've got the beautiful PPG white, and you guys are going to see the stripes real soon. That's all looking real good. Here in the engine bay we have a GM crate motor LS7. We sent it off and had the heads and cam package done, so a little bit hotter than stock. This thing's all plumbed with the black Earl's fittings and the Earl's Ultra Pro hose. Looks real nice. We put a little bit of heat shrink over the crimp collars, help trim it out a little nicer. Also, first for us is we started using a lot of Cerakote on our cars, and on this one the customer wanted the fasteners to be a little bit different than everybody else's, so all the fasteners on this car are actually Cerakoted, kind of a silvery bronze color. To cool the engine down, we have a CNR radiator, the CNR radiator that we use in all of our Camaro projects. And of course, the thing's all wired up now, about 95% wired, and all that runs to our Holley Dominator system, which we've been using on quite a few projects now and had a lot of success with. Now we're at the center of the car here, and you can see the interior is about ready for upholstery. We use M&M Interiors down there in Alabama. We love their work, always comes back beautiful. This roll bar you can see here, front and center, it's going to get reupholstered by them, recovered. And you Ford guys will be interested in that this is actually a Fox body Mustang part, and it fits beautiful in a 69 Camaro. Other things we have here, the top, we've modified some of the arms to get the convertible top to sit a little lower. You know, the convertibles a lot of times will look real ugly with the top, when the top's down, sitting up too high. Also, the door handles in this car you might have seen in Fab. They've been custom designed, modeled and machined here at Detroit Speed. And the mirrors on this car are also custom. They're 71 Cutlass mirrors. And during Fab, in order to get those mirrors a little slicker and white, you know, they always have like a little black gasket that goes all the way around the mirror, and it's a little wiggly. So what I did on this one is we actually made an impression in the door so that you kind of have a door gap all the way around the mirror. Give it just a little bit cleaner look, because on a dark colored car, that gasket always goes away, but on a white car, it always stands out. So here on the quarter panel, we have another first for Detroit Speed. We've used a lot of rapid prototype parts for prototype, but this is the first time that we've ever been able to use that technology for a finished part that's on a car. So this is our first usable 3D printed vent that we put in the side of this Camaro. All this was cut out in Fab and hemmed around and made mounts and everything. Then we had that part scanned with this bead around here and everything, and then went off to CAD and designed this vent to fit perfectly inside of that. And then after everything was all bodywork and finished, these beautiful vents just slide in. They're heat resistant, they're flexible. I've been pretty impressed with this process, and we're really excited to use it in the future. Over here at the rear axle, we have the Detroit Speed full floater kit based on a C6, C7. We also have the Bear 6R brakes, 6-piston brakes. We use those on a lot of our projects. They work very nicely. And finally, we come to the back end of the car, where we have these beautiful stripes laid down by Michael Neighbors. PPG paint once again. Coming a little farther back, we've got Marquez tail lights. Those are they make all the lenses and everything, and the surrounds. Inside those is Digitail's guts. That's what lets us do all the slick LED stuff. And the back bumper on this car is a little weird. First of all, it's aluminum. Second of all, I mounted it upside down and welded up the tag recess. Getting a little tighter to the car, and we thought it had a nicer look to it. Something else that's a little strange about this car is you might notice there's no wing. And we decided on this car to go with a kind of a sleeker, softer look. So the car has no wing, it has no front spoiler, just kind of sleek everything up, slick it back a little bit. So it's going to be a different look, but we think it's going to be a really neat look. Something you don't see really often on 69 Camaros. And what's going to happen next is the car is almost running, so the next step is we're going to get the car fired up. It's going to go to M&M upholstery, and then when it comes back, we're going to get it sorted out and drive down the road. So stay tuned, and you'll see all those updates next time.
Hi, I'm Mark McDonald, project fabricator here at Detroit Speed, and this is...
I'm Trinity Barger, project fabricator at Detroit Speed.
And today we're going to go over a few of the chassis updates we've done to Bob Gaulett's 69 C3 Corvette and talk about some of the things we're going to do to the body. All right, as you can see, we've had our chassis blasted and we've installed our fabricated coilover mount along with our Speed Ray front suspension. When you install our front suspension, it includes the spline sway bar, power rack and pinion steering, forged DSC upright, and on this car we've done the SX AP disc brakes in the front, along with our JRI double adjustable canister mount coilovers. We'll roll to the back and see what's going on back there with the Decalink. So you can see we have our Decalink installed in the rear. We went ahead and upgraded the center section to the hammerhead 12-bolt assembly. You'll also see that we've installed the JRI double adjustable canister mount coilovers, also the AP SX rear brakes, and again the DSC forged uprights. All right, now that we have the front and rear suspension installed on the chassis, we're going to hand you over to Trinity, and he's going to go over the body with you.
So after we had the body removed from the frame, we took it over to Philip Thornton, the blast man. He did a really good job and let us start with a clean slate. What we're going to do next is put front and rear flares on it with forged line wheels wrapped in BF Goodrich tires. And now I'm going to show you what we're going to do on the inside of the car. So a big change we're going to make on the inside of the car is we're actually going to modify the transmission tunnel to fit the Bowler T56 Magnum transmission. So now we're going to go ahead and make all the modifications to the car. Next time you guys will see it, it'll be over in paint and body.
Hi, I'm Josh Smith. Today we're going to show you a few project updates on Jeff Mosing's 65 Buick Riviera. Like everything we do at Detroit Speed, we put a modern touch on our cars. And with this one, we have added a Bosch Motorsports ABS unit. It makes the car stop a lot better out on highways and wet weather and different things like that. We've added our Select the Speed wiper kit, which has 5 intermediate speeds plus a high and a low, and this will allow Jeff to see clearly during wet weather. Since the last project update you saw, we've done a lot of work on this car because when we received it, it had a lot of rust in it, and with that said, we finished our custom floor. There's no pans really available for this car, and there's no roof skin available, so we had to go out and find a suitable roof skin, and we've welded it on, and with that we went ahead and shaved the drip rails, and just a good bit of rust repair in the quarters and different areas of the car. Now that all the rust is repaired on the body of this car, we're getting ready to add all of our final touches and custom work to be done right before paint. Here at the back of the car, we're starting to add a few of our custom touches. I've been adding some closeout panels for the trunk area to keep it tidy and making it look neat. And Blake, along the way, has been working on a custom roll pan, a tail panel for the back, because we're going to build a custom bumper after that that'll be 100% handmade, and it'll add to the uniqueness of this car. We're going to continue to do fabrication on this car, and the next time you see it, it'll be in the paint and body shop.
Hi, I'm Paul Morgan, project fabricator here at Detroit Speed. I'm here to tell you about Dave Tucker's 69 Camaro. Well, Dave, he decided he'd like to have a big block with a carburetor, which is kind of old school, and we kind of like that. We've had some challenges here with clearance to the oil pan, to the rack, so we had to modify the oil pan just a little bit. And then we have a little clearance problem with the booster, so we're going to have to get some different valve covers and work with that. So that's some of the challenges that we met with this project so far. Yeah, we would have liked to use a flat hood with this project, but we're going to have to go with a cowl hood, and it's still going to be very close. So on this project, we're going to have to put a drop base on this air filter. Dave was lucky enough to find a Florida-based car that has very little rust, probably one of the top 5 I've ever seen stripped. We do have a little rust in this fender here, and we've got about a fist-sized rust hole in the rear quarter panel that we've already fixed, but other than that, it had a lot of dents, but we've hammered most of those out. We're going to go with an old school interior as it came from the factory, white. It'll even have the console. I don't think there's going to be anything special as a steering wheel. In fact, it'll probably be an old school steering wheel. We will update with our dash panel and give him the gauges that he wants. It's just going to be old school, manual transmission. Yeehaw. As you can see, we haven't cut for the mini tubs or the Quadralink yet, but that is next on our plan. This car will end up being orange with white stripes, which will be pretty loud. It'll be pretty neat. Oh, I did forget to mention there was a couple of little rust holes in the rear valance panel, and we've silicon bronzed the seam so we don't have to use any seam sealer in there and it won't crack. So that's one of the things that we like to do here at Detroit Speed. But we're about to get ready to cut this car and put our tubs in, and we'll give you an update as soon as it's done.
Hey y'all, Austin Moore here, paint and body specialist here at Detroit Speed. We got Larry's 1970 Boss 302 Mustang here, and just want to give you some updates from here in the body shop. So we got all the body work finished on the car. We got it in primer, sanded down, seam sealers finished, and next we'll get the shell and sealer so we can get ready to paint it. We smoothed up the firewall. The bottom of the car has also been body worked. It'll be ready for bed liner once the outside of the car has been painted. We're going to paint the engine bay flat black to match the traditional Boss 302 stripes. Next time you see the car, it'll have the PPG competition orange laid on it, and then it'll be ready for final assembly. So y'all come back now. You hear?